Good.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Hello, good day, everybody. It's the first episode of Loudits from Realize Global Empowerment Initiative for this year, 2021. And this is brought to you by Realize Global Empowerment Initiative, also known as Rhealyz Africa. My name is Adebisi Ayomide. And with me on the show today is a beautiful lady who loves talking about lifestyle discussions, who loves talking about things that will bring people together and to make good changes, make them to be better in their everyday living. Her name is Oluwabi Jesolayomi. Jesolayomi, welcome to the show.
Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be on the show.
Okay,
Thank you,
on
Ayomide.
Loudit, you're welcome. On Loudit, we'll be talking about lifestyle issues generally, and we'll be amplifying our voices to preach and promote sexual and reproductive health and rights, while also preaching against sexual and gender-based violence and harmful traditional practices. On the show today, we'll be talking about body shaming. Well, body shaming, as we know it in the
Yeah.
society, has narrowed this this feeling, has narrowed people down to a standpoint that this is how somebody should look, this is how somebody should walk, this is how somebody should present his or herself, and it has allowed people to now make use of this opportunity to talk down or berate other people who are not meeting the society or the societal standard of how beauty or how appearances should be. So this brings us to the topic today, which is body shaming. And on this episode, we'll be talking about different types of body shaming. We'll be having our guests. We have Madeline Mendy from Gambia. She'll be talking with us
Yeah.
today. And also, we have Bukola Oshikomaya. Madeline Mendy will be coming on the show very soon to trash out things about body shaming. So just like I'm very sure body shaming is something that maybe majority of people have witnessed at one point in their lives. So to you, what is body shaming really?
Yeah, that's true.
Because to me, I believe body shaming is just as it is literally shaming the body. Like, okay, you're making this person your and then to this person, oh yeah, you look too skinny because majority of people like to think body shaming is just like based on these people that are on the plus size, like okay, you look too fat, but actually there are people, skinny people who have also been victims of body shaming in different in different in different perspectives and everything. Just like I mean, what really do you think body shaming is?
Okay. I feel body shaming is mocking people based on their physical appearance. You get, and it is very, very bad. Whether someone is skinny or fat, like you have no right to body shame them. We are all beautiful the way we are. Do you understand? For example, now
Yeah.
criticizing a person that is thin, using words like Yoruba people will say pankere or gown. So people will say words like that, like you are too skinny, you are too bony. Men like real
Yeah,
women
lots
with
of
curves, not bones. So it's really, really bad.
uh
Like it's not good at all. It's not. You don't have the right to
yes.
criticize people based on their body appearance. It's not.
Well, a lot of people might not because me, I believe this body shaming of the thing is something that some people are not even aware of. So what you are not aware of, you cannot be guilty of actually saying you're body shaming because a lot of people don't even know what body shaming is. So body shaming, just like you said, mocking somebody. And okay, why
Yeah.
the reasons to me because I don't know why you just be seeing somebody and then the next thing is like, guy, I don't like how you look. Or guy, you should work on yourself. Why exactly are people body shaming other people? Because me, I don't know. Personally, I don't know why you should body shame other people. But me, personally, I believe the reason why most people body shame other people is because of either envy maybe you see this person is looking so good, and then you have these insecurities you are battling with, and then you're looking for
Yeah,
a
it's
way
also one of the reasons.
to
Yeah.
vent your insecurity on that person. Then you start looking for, faults in that person, and then you bring that. And meanwhile, you're just deep down, you're envying that person. And also, I think another reason should be maybe because of how do they put it sef? Okay, everything still boils back to envy. Everything still boils back to envy, insecurity issues. Everything still boils back to envy. You see this person that is your perfect idea of the perfect body, and then you
Yeah, it's
that
very,
you,
very annoying.
okay, and then you have this part of your body that you don't like, and then because that person is looking good and looking better than that aspect, you start looking for a way to look or bring them down. Well, because me, I really do not know why people but shame. Oh, wait, from your own perspective, what do you think could have really led people to start body shaming on others?
Well, for me, I don't really think there's a reason per se because it doesn't really make sense. Like, why would you body shame people? Like, you can't even create a being self. If they give you paper and pencil now to draw
Some
human
cannot
being
even
now, is that the
draw.
person's leg is like this or so it does not really make sense. So I don't think there's a tangible reason. We are all wonderfully and beautifully made. You don't have the right to criticize someone. Like, it's wrong. So there's no good reason. What is bad is bad. It's really, really bad.
Exactly.
No good reason.
Okay,
You shouldn't
so
do that. It's bad.
like
Do you know the kind
the
of pain you're
ignorance.
causing to those people? It's not
Yes,
good.
because this thing has gone a long way to bringing down people's self-esteem. It has gone a long way to even lead some people into depression. Well, body shaming. There are different types of body shaming. There are different types of body shaming. It's not just the skinny, the fat. We have people that body shame other people because of their height. We have people that body shame other people because of how they look. We have people that body shame other people because of marks or scars on their skin. Maybe they could have, maybe they. So okay, we would also love to hear from the audience. Please do
What did you say?
understood by. Okay, welcome back. I think it was a network glitch from your end. Welcome back, Layomi. We would like to hear your views. We'd love to hear from perspectives of the audience. Please do us well by leaving comments in the chat box below. We'll display them and try as much as possible to engage everybody in the discussion. Okay, from Okebomi Comfort, she says, I feel people that body shame live life like a seesaw. That is, in order to feel high, they put down others. They put down others. Okay, just like the seesaw that we play with in schools, in primary schools. One person is from one end, then pushes down the other person. Well, thank you very much, okay, Bumi Comfort, for that entry. It was just so apt. And okay, so there are different types of body shame, like I said. It's not just about the fat, the skinny. We have people that body shame people because
Okay.
of maybe the shape, body shape, because of body height. We have people that body shame people because of facial appearances. This is something like, that girl, I beg, she's just so ugly. Like,
And
can you
it's
hate
always painful,
one?
oh,
And
like it
yes,
does not make sense.
honestly, then I think the body shaming thing also works in three ways. You could be body shaming yourself, You could just stand in front like somebody that just
Yeah,
stands in front
you
of
know,
the
having
mirror
confidence in yourself.
uh and before you can
And the
even the
thing
first
is
thing
that
is
you have to accept yourself first.
yes, that's what I just wanted to do say that acceptance is key. The first
It's
step
very
to
important. Yeah.
owning your body is accepting your body. Like okay, just accept. Okay, but this thing of us accepting your body and everything it has really gotten to a point that a lot of people just like okay, well I've accepted myself the way I am, and then they don't even want to work on themselves. But that one, I would say it's more related to ambitions. Like, okay, I've accepted I cannot pass this exam. Let me just sit down. That one is not body shaming,
Let me
You should
just
work
fail. Let me
more.
just fail honorably.
No, we should attempt to work on things that will make us go further in life. But for things that you can't change, things that you were born with, you just have to accept it. Okay, Lion, from your end, what other types of body shaming do you think there are aside the skinny and the fat shaming and everything?
Actually, you said it all. Because
Okay, I remember when I was much younger. You know, this albinism. Well, it is now up to an extent. It is now acceptable in society. But back then, anybody when you see albino, like, oh, Kenry lost some, like that.
Yeah.
They don't see in the afternoon. It's
Eh,
also a form of body shaming.
Albinos, they don't suffer. Oh, like
Ah, honestly, those people, they
people
are
say a
trying.
lot of
Honest,
things about them.
they'll say you shouldn't
People
eat
don't
so
want to
that's why
mingle
your
with
skin is
them.
this, that's why your skin is that, and well,
Yeah,
I
and it's
think
really bad.
the most common form of body shaming now is this skin thing, because this is now the era of
Yes, so like
skin glow like diamond, the area or Remy Gloria. And then we are going a long way in actually making people who are having breakouts or acne feel so bad, and
yes,
then they go
few
into the
yeah.
market. Yes, they feel intimidated, and then they go into the market to get products that do more harm than
Fake
good to their
organic
skin.
products like
Everywhere I'm selling organic. So
different organic products, all those kind of things. It's part of body shaming too, because you're not even confident in your own skin, and it's not
yes.
good.
Okay, so we'd
Um,
like our audience to drop
um,
comments on how they've been body shamed in one way or the other. Please, you drop your comments in the chat boxes. We'd love to engage with you. We'd love to see them on the screen and display them. Thank you very much. Okay, so is body shaming really a crime? Because we've been talking about how some people are naive about it. We've been talking about it has led to depressions and low self-esteem in others. So is
yeah.
body shaming really a crime?
To me, oh, it's
Me.
actually a crime, actually, because you're making another person feel bad. Like, making
Mm,
them have low self-esteem, not confident in their own body, feel they can't meet societal
so,
standard, and all those kind of. So I feel it's a crime. Like, it's a big crime. It's not good. It's not good.
wow,
It's not good. It's
wow.
not good at all.
Well, but I feel it's a crime. But just like I said, some people are not aware of what they are doing as body shaming. So in that kind of situation, we cannot say they are guilty of the crime because they themselves are not aware. But well, we are the era of body positivity everywhere on social media. I see body positivity, my body, my business, my body goals, and everything. I see people that are actually thick, rocking it. So I feel the
As
awareness just
in,
needs to, be enlarged. Just like we said, we are louding it, we are amplifying the awareness of body shaming that okay, somebody's body, somebody's business. If you don't have things that are worthy of being said, it's better you keep it to yourself. So we have our guest in the house,
yeah.
Madeline Mendy, and we have Madeline Mendy. We'll be going on this short musical break, and after that, we'll be back, and our guest will come in. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon. Okay, welcome back from that short break. That was Brown Skin Girl. We're sorry for the glitch in the audio and still on body shaming issues. So just like me, I don't know. I believe in this era, everybody has been body shamed one way or the other. So, would you like to share with us some experiences that you witnessed from this body shaming of a thing? Because I'm sure you we should start talking. Brand go full. So, what are your experiences so far? Just some of them, one or two. Oh, hello, hello, Lion.
Yeah,
Okay, so I
yeah,
said
can you
I would
hear
love to
me?
hear some. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Thank you for joining us. So, what about some of your experiences from body shaming?
Okay. So while growing up, like I was very skinny. Sure you get, so like people always insulting me that you are too skinny. When will you be fat? When will you add weight? Calling me stainless. Some people even call me anger. Like I can't even sew
Seriously?
a style of my choice because fashion designer will be like, you can't sew this kind of style. Oh. It's not for your stature. Oh. Those kind of thing. Like it feels so bad. Like even then in secondary school, they'll be like, ugliest girl in the class. Oluwabije Sulayomi. Now as a child self, I had a low self-esteem. I run to the school toilet, start crying. God, why me?
I can just imagine. I can just imagine
Those kind of thing. Like I
because
don't have confidence in myself. It's bad.
and that thing of you are the shortest, go and stay in the front.
As in,
Personally, I was a
form
victim of that one many times.
they will form fine girls crew, fine boys crew. Like I was not accepted. Do you understand? So then later, oh, God now butter my bread again. I added weight. Oh, same people that were insulting me then that I was too skinny. They said, lie on me. You're adding weight again. Oh, hey, you are too young for this. See your tummy. This and that. Do you understand? Okay, I started working out again, burning calories, early morning workout, checking workout videos on YouTube and all of that. I added weight again. People were still complaining. Like you can't just satisfy human beings. Like I don't know, you can't just satisfy them. So that's why it's not good to work on your body because people are complaining about you. Like it's not really, really good. So I think that's my experience. So I am there. Do you have anything to talk about your body shaming experience as well? I am there. Hello, I am there. Are you there?
We're so sorry for that short break. It is due to the system glitches and everything. Welcome back, everybody. And yes, we're still talking about body shaming. And please, we would love you to send in your comments. Have you ever been body shamed before? We would love you to send in your comments for us to display and also answer some of the questions you might have. And also, if you also have experiences to share, we'd love you to send them to us. So we have our guests now. We have Bukola Oshikomaya, the social ethics advocate. She'll be joining us shortly, as we'll be able to trash out some body shaming issues, and of course she'll share our experiences with us. So yeah,
Thank you very much, Ayomide, and good to be on the
you're
studio to see
yeah.
all of your beautiful faces.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So want to hear from you, like maybe a short profile about about your personality, what you do, and of course,
okay, okay. So I'm a mother of two. I work in
okay.
consulting, and I like to engage with very young people. I like to mentor them. So I do that socially, so not for profit. So I'm interested in building our society in a socially ethical way. So I invest in
Wow.
that, and that's one of the ways I found myself here. But so my 9 to 5 is consulting. I work with one of the big fours. So that's what I do
Okay.
for a living. Yeah.
Wow. It's nice to have you on the show. You're truly welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So to the topic, body shaming, like
Yeah.
Layomi and I have been discussing so far, we said a lot of people, in fact, I can say like maybe 7 in 10 of everybody has witnessed body shaming at one point in their lives.
Mm,
So body shaming,
mm,
to you, we've already said body shaming is the act of mocking somebody's body. It could also even be the act of mocking your own self, because body shaming could
mm.
be personal to some people, and then it could also
Yeah.
be making other people berating them just to make
Mm,
yourself feel better. So we want you
mm.
to share maybe any experience you might have had of body shaming in the past.
Okay. So I've had some experiences in the past, and particularly for, so let me see if the one that really comes to mind is by a colleague who felt like, oh, you have 2 kids and you're so slim. She feels I'm too thin or I'm too slim, and she goes, how can you have 2 kids? You
Mm.
should have some flesh, you should be a bit more robust. And I didn't say anything because, and the reason I didn't reply was simple. I just felt like she was trying to project her insecurity on me, and
Mm.
I didn't want to be too hard on her, maybe because I really know her, you know. So I just felt like
Yes,
I would take the fall.
for this
Do you
one.
understand?
Yes,
Yes.
just like you said, this a lot of people do it to make themselves feel better. And most times body shaming even comes from people that are closest to us.
No.
But
Because if I look at her and I look at myself, even if I were not myself, I would rather be myself than be her. So I felt like,
yeah.
why would you body shame me? And you're not the price, and you're body shaming. So it means you probably are projecting your insecurity without even knowing it.
Yes.
So,
Thank
but
you.
there are times, yeah, there are times when you appear to be a good object for body shaming. Let's say that you are not very tall, and then
Mm,
people see and
like
like, "Ah,
me.
you're so short, and they appear to be justified to even body shame you.
Yes,
Sometimes
yes.
you find yourself in such situations. So I think that those are the real victims that we really need to talk to and pep up and see that they accept themselves. as being different. And there's nothing bad in being different, because truth is there's no one that doesn't want to be an hourglass, so pretty. You have the best of hair, the best of nose, the best of teeth, the best of eyes, the best of everything. But then you didn't make yourself.
Double D's.
Yeah, you didn't make yourself. So if you didn't make yourself, it means you can't exactly control how you look. So if that is the case,
Yes.
then you should accept that this is the best package that nature has handed you, and optimize it as much as you can. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Thank you very much for that insight. It's really wonderful. Just accept yourself like nature made you. I really like that point
Yeah.
because a lot of people who have witnessed body shaming and it has damaged like their self-esteem. It takes only the grace of God to be able to build it back.
I can
All right,
imagine.
back
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
just Lion. We welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. It was network.
Oh, sorry
Hello,
about
ma.
that. Hi, Jason Layomi. Good to see you.
Yeah, welcome on the show, ma. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm Bukola.
So, ma, yeah, my name is Jason Layomi.
Yeah, so you can call me Bukola.
All right, ma.
That's I'm
So,
fine. I'm
ma,
fine with that.
is it a crime to work on your body, all because you want to please people?
So, no, it's
Like, is
not
it
a
really a
crime.
crime?
No, it's not a crime. It's just that it's always good to have the right motive for doing even good things. So I could decide to
Yeah.
want to do charity just for the camera. As,
Okay.
even though we all know that charity is a good thing, but the motive for doing charity is also very important. I could be
Very
nice to you
important.
because I want to put you in bondage. I want you to
That's
boot
true.
lick, lick my boots, be subservient to me. I want to be able to call on you at any point in time and say, just lie on me, where are you? Please come and follow me to, please come and do this. Just because I want to use you, I could decide to be good to you. Even though my action is good, my motive is wrong. So working on your body is always good. So I try to stay as healthy as possible. I take long walks every day. I try to eat healthy. I try to stay
Same
healthy,
here.
even though I'm
Thank
not
you.
exactly trying to lose weight or gain weight. I just want to be healthy so I can, be a top performer at every point in time. But there are people who
And
have
that's
to
very
probably work on their
important.
weight. Yes, very key. There are people who have to work on their weight, maybe because they are medically overweight or because they were slim at some point and they always liked the way they looked then. They want to go back to the way they looked then. For some people, it's because maybe they gained weight over the years due to childbirth and all, and now they're like, okay, I think that I'm done with this phase. I should get my body back, which is not bad.
Yeah.
All of
Yeah,
these
it's
are
not bad
great
at all.
reasons. Yeah, all of these are great reasons, to want to get a good body. But I don't think that you can actually really satisfy people. So I won't say that you should work on your body just because you want to please people, because it's very difficult to please people. It's almost impossible. You realize that maybe you're able to trim your tummy, but your arms are not that trimmed, and you've put in a lot of effort. These same people you're trying to please will say, you are doing well. It's just this your arm. It's just this your arm, and you
Human
get
beings.
frustrated again.
Can't satisfy them.
And now there's an increase in how many number of people who go for liposuction and all sorts of surgeries to correct their bodies and all, which are not these are not exactly, they're not bad, you know. But then again, you want to also look at it from a very balanced perspective. I don't want to go into that. I have my views about that, which
All
may
right,
not
ma'am.
necessarily be generally acceptable views. But where I'm going is, you don't work on your body just to please people, because it's difficult to please people. So at the end of the day, you may not be
Okay,
able to achieve it.
ma. So,
Yeah.
does it mean everyone should keep their opinion to themselves?
That's not possible because you cannot control everyone. So people will always have their
Okay.
opinion. The thing is trying to, find what the truth is. Sometimes the opinions might be a pointer to the fact that you probably need to do something. So I saw a very well-known musician. I saw one of
Okay.
his videos. I think that was today or maybe yesterday. I can't remember. And the comment everyone made was, "What is he eating?" He was really big. I was even scared for him. I was like, "Wow, this guy is big." So in that instance, he can get some level of truth. He may not know that he's as big as he has become.
Yeah, yeah,
But by the time
yeah.
he gets everyone saying, he sees everyone's comments saying, "Why is he this big? What is he eating?" It might just, jolt him to reality, and he realizes that, oh, maybe I'm too big.
Yeah, I think I have to
I'm
look.
bigger than
Yeah.
I actually thought. So there might be some truth in people's opinion. It's just being able to filter what the truth is and being able to accept what the truth is. If you have to accept the truth, their opinions may not entirely be bad, but it's just that you can't run your life based off people's opinion. Yeah, but you can take
Mm.
lessons from opinions. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So
You're
another
welcome,
thing
ma.
again, like, how do you see social media as a significant influence on body shaming? This body shaming thing on social media. Hey, so ma, what's your opinion? Like,
Okay, so well, social media is a platform and it's a communication platform. So at the end of the day, people are free to give their opinion about you, and the truth of the matter is that you. The truth of the matter is that the truth of the matter is that there will always be reasons for people to, drop their opinion. So what I would say is that be sure that what you are putting out is something you can defend. Number two, be sure that the circle
okay,
you keep even on social media are the kind of circle that you're not the verified celebrity, so that I could say, oh, maybe you need to have a huge following. You are just a regular Jew, just doing your business. You don't have to have everybody following you. That's the truth.
okay.
You can filter your friends and see that these are people who enjoy certain things in common with you, so that they have a positively critical opinion about you, even if they are going to have an opinion you don't agree with. It's not exactly a negative opinion. It's just an analysis that you can learn from.
All
So
right.
yeah,
Thank you very much,
social
ma.
media is there. Mhm. You're welcome.
So I am in there. Hello, I am there.
Hi, hello, I'm with you. It has really been insightful listening to her because this social media of a thing now everybody wants to see the trim shape, the hourglass curve, the double D's, and you just looking all pink, and then they'll say, "Ah, Slay Mama, you're looking cool, you're looking all fine, oh, fine girl, so fine." But meanwhile, still, people can never, ever be contented. People will always have opinions here and there. Okay, still talking on people's opinions about, yeah, you mentioned the fact that, okay, we should also listen to people's opinions. That sometimes it could be a pointer to how or to what you should work on your body. Okay, now this to this extent of people saying you should do something about your shape. Where do we draw it? Where do we draw the line? Where exactly do we draw the line? Because like, hello.
Hello, yeah, I'm all ears. I am
Okay,
really,
okay,
yeah.
so where should we draw the line between actually taking people's opinion and then also leaving it and just leaving them be?
Okay, so like I said earlier, I'm not exactly advocating that you take all opinions. I'm saying that sometimes these general opinions just reaffirm some of the things that we already know. So I made an example of a very popular musician who has really grown big. And in
Yeah.
fact, when I saw his video, I was like, what is he eating? He's really grown big. His tummy was huge and all. So I know that, in fact, if you saw the comments, everyone was complaining about his weight. There is no how he
I
wouldn't
can
have realized
imagine.
that Yes, that his
Something
clothes
was
are no
really
longer
up.
his sizes. Yes, that he can't wear some of his clothes any longer. He would have realized that, but he may not have really thought that it was something really bad. But when he sees such
Yeah.
comments, it probably might
People and
jolt him to reality, and he'll be like, oh, because this wasn't someone who was that big. It might be like, oh, really? That means I'm actually really big, and he can decide to make something good from it, or he can decide to make
yeah.
something bad from it. So now we can't we can't also not, talk about the fact that we have to be responsible for our health.
Yeah, yeah,
We have
yeah,
to
yeah,
take
yeah.
responsibility for our health.
Responsibility for our health.
So
Yes, that's
yeah,
true.
yeah, you might need to work on your weight just so you are healthier, you know. So even doctors will tell you that. I recall that one of my childhood friends who relocated to the UK, she had a baby and she wasn't really working because she was nursing the baby. And,
Mhm.
I think the medics came for routine checkup, and they just felt um her weight was too much, and they checked her weight and they screamed, and they had to put her on some programs just so she works on her weight, because her body mass index was already going
It was
way above
already
board.
going way above
Yeah,
normal.
yeah.
Yeah.
So there's these bits where you also have to take responsibility for your weight, but there's no one who has the right to body shame you just because
Yes.
of your looks or your shape or whatever it is. No one has the right to do that. But you have the responsibility to take good care of your health.
Hmm.
It's your responsibility.
Stability.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really get that. That okay, if you want to work on your body for you because you want to be healthy, because you want to live
yeah.
long, not
That's
because
the most important.
everybody is
That's the most
saying it.
important.
Yeah,
That's the
everything still
most
boils back
important.
to self acceptance and you knowing what to do as at when do.
Yeah.
Okay, so still talking on this, there are sometimes these friends of ours, our relatives and close people, and then we have this person that is having probably weight issues, and then you want to pass
Mm,
across your message, but you don't want it to sound as if you're body shaming them or you're making them feel bad
mm-hmm.
about their bodies. So how do we pass across these messages? Because a lot of us have been guilty of body shaming in the past. Even me, I'm not free. There are people who have said, see as they're just big, see as they're just skinny. But now these days, anything can be used against you and term body shaming. So
Mm-hmm.
how do we
Yeah.
pass across our messages like without emotionally hurting people?
Okay. So there was a question that came up online recently, and someone said that when people have kids, don't ask them about the sex of the kids. And
Yeah.
the comment I made was, if I can't ask you, then we are not close enough. So if we are close enough, it means I can say, oh, Ayomide, oh, congratulations on the delivery of your baby. Is he a boy or a girl? It means we are close.
Yeah.
So it means in my head I know
Yeah.
Ayomide. I'm
So my
comfortable
daddy.
with her to the
Yeah.
extent that I can ask her if he's a boy or a girl. But if we are not
Yeah. I
close, I
should
won't
not take
bother.
it the other way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I won't
that's true.
bother.
That's true. That's true.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
true.
So now that is also the same thing with the weight thing, except if you are a medical practitioner or a dietitian, so that we can say, oh, you're practicing your profession. If you're not practicing your profession, then if you go about telling people about their weight, it has to be that you're really close to them. That's one. Two,
Mm.
it depends on the face. So if it's, say, a child and you're close to the parents, you might show concern by maybe asking them a few questions. Maybe this child is overweight. Have you considered maybe adding XYZ to his or her diet, so the child doesn't run the risk of having maybe some diseases in the future and all that. So you can come in as a parent friend to the parent of the child and not the child.
That is key
Okay.
because a lot of people won't go through parents. They just go directly to
Yeah.
the child and like,
Yeah.
what have you been eating? You should watch your weight, see this girl.
Yeah, yeah. So you go to the parents of the child, and maybe that means you're really close to the parents. So what do so I have this friend in the university who said that she has this her dad's friend that she dislikes so much. And I was like, what did he what did he do to you? daddy comes to their house in the evenings and watches TV programs or or gets into some discussion with her father. And at the next thing they were showing Iyabolawani. I don't know if you know that lady. She used to do this Maggie
Okay.
Kitchen cooking
Okay.
show,
Okay.
and
Okay. 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 Okay.
she
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
really huge. That
Yes.
she walks past, and this guy just turns to her dad, and the guy was like, "Mr. Lagbaja, if you don't watch this, your daughter, she's going to be bigger than
Be
this
like
woman."
this.
for crying out for crying out loud, what's that supposed to achieve? So my friend
Oh.
really hated, like she literally hated the man. This is several years ago, and I still remember, almost 20 years ago, and I still remember. Just so you understand how much impact he made on her, how much more me, you know. So the thing is, whatever it is you're doing, sometimes you think your motive is great, but your delivery might be very poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have to align both your motive and your delivery. Because do not forget that some people really, really struggle, really, really struggle, you know, to keep their weight. So for us women, a lot of times you see a very pretty girl, then she has the first child, the second child, and you almost cannot recognize her. It's like something swallowed her up, you know. Yeah, and you see, and you're like,
Yeah.
this used to be a very pretty, slim, nice looking girl. What happened?
Yeah.
So the thing is, if you're not really close to the person, maybe you just pray for the person from a distance. Because trust me, she probably
She's probably
knows.
working on it. Yeah.
No, she may not be working on it. She may not. Sometimes some people don't work on it. Some people just give up and they're like, this thing is beyond me. How can I go from 55 kg to 97 kg? Where do I want to start from? Let me just free myself.
Yes, yes,
Some
yes.
people
And
don't
they've
even
given up.
bother. Yeah, they don't bother working on it. But you really have to be close to now be able to tell the person that, babe, I think you are really adding. Oh, eh? You probably need to cut down on some things or maybe exercise a bit more and all that. You have to be close enough so that the person doesn't see it from the other side. But then some people are super sensitive, such that they can't even take such messages from their spouses. In that instance,
Yeah.
it would be that you have to look at the reaction, not just in isolation. You have to look at the reaction and see if this is the way the person typically reacts to things they're not comfortable with, or if it's an isolated case. So some people don't take it nicely once there's something that is coming to them that they're not very comfortable with. They don't take it nicely. It's just a natural thing. So you're coming to them and you say that um, maybe you need to do a bit more of. They just take offense.
Yeah, yeah.
So
There's some people who
now,
are overly
yeah,
sensitive. Yeah.
yeah. So whether to their weight or to almost every other thing. So in that instance, you already know that as a spouse, that my spouse is very sensitive. Then you have to know how to handle that. I'm not a marriage counselor now, so I don't know how, but you just have to. But if the person is not
Probably.
that sensitive, that overly sensitive, then maybe the delivery was not good enough. Maybe the motive was harsh, or maybe the person isn't there yet, hasn't gotten to where he or she is ready, to accept that
Yeah, to
they need
accept
to do
what that something
something,
is actually wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just like that husband and wife thing. I can't even imagine because I don't know there was this meme that was flying about on social media like, okay, if your wife cooks the food
Mm.
that is salty, how will you tell her that? And so it was like, just tell her that's why I visited the soup. So probably
Mm.
we're gonna take that approach. So what's this?
Yeah.
Because a lot of men they complain about it because there are some who marry their wives that's very slim, beautiful and everything. And then the next moment, after giving birth, to like maybe two kids, and they're like, she's just had this, she's just eating, and then they keep complaining. And they also, I think there's also this particular kind of people that are like, okay, they like slim girls, but then they go to marry big girls, and then they are now complaining that you should watch your weight, you should watch your weight. And in this kind of situation, what do we do to people like that? Because you already know at the time that you don't like a slim girl, you don't like a big a plus size girl, then why are you now going for a slim size girl and then be pressurizing her to eat up? Or you go for a plus size girl and be pressurizing her to, work on her weight and, cut it down.
Okay, well, in that instance, the slim or the big person isn't the problem. The problem is the guy who doesn't know what he wants. And truth is, there's not much anyone can do except
Like,
for the person who is slim to first of all accept that this is who I am, and this is how I was before now. It's like marrying, um, um, let me say, a doctor, and you're complaining that he goes to work on Sundays. Sometimes he
he's on
doesn't.
call.
Yes, or you marrying a soldier and he has to go to the northeast, and you're saying, why would you go to war? Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what he does for a living. So you have married a slim person, you've married a big person. Maybe you should adjust your mindset and accept what you have, you know, because you may not be able to get what you're looking for. But in a situation
For
whereby, yeah, she was slim and then she's had a first baby, a second baby, and she's really fat, and you're complaining, you're not very satisfied. Truth is, she's not going to remain the same. Only a few people, a few, there are so few that I don't have statistics, but in my head, I imagine that there are probably less than 1% that would have their babies and still remain the same thing. Like Kate Middleton, the wife of Williams, the prince of, I don't know, the Duke of whatever now. Those,
Duke of Edinburgh.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
yes,
Duke and Duchess, yeah. So
yeah,
now she's had 3 kids and she's almost about the same thing as what she was before she even married.
before.
It's not a very common thing in Africa because our women are bold and big, So they have a baby, they are
Yeah,
big, they have, yeah. So the thing is that, of course, maybe for some people, they've always been very slim. I imagine if I were fat now, it would have been very traumatic losing my weight because it's not something I'm used to. So
yeah,
maybe for such people you can have a healthy conversation and see if there can be just a few lifestyle changes. The lady may not exactly go back to what she used to be, but she can be fit and fit as
healthy.
fiddle, and yes, and she might still look good in her dresses, and of course wear your sizes too, it's also important. So in that instance, maybe some portion control and a bit of aerobic, some exercises here and there, she might be better, you know, than she would have been if all of those had not come into place. But people have to learn how to have very healthy and sincere conversations. Like if I prepare a meal and it's too salty, I don't want my husband to say Lot's wife died in it. Just tell me, hi, I think this is too salty, and I'll say, oh, sorry about
Yeah,
that. Yeah, healthy, straight conversations. I don't think that life
yes,
is that hard, that, people have to, just to pass
and
the
be twisting
message,
everything.
particularly with spouses, it's salty, Wookie. Ah, one is salty. Oh. I'll tell sorry, okay, I'll reduce the salt. Okay, is it too much or just a bit too much? Just so I can align
So
and
the
know exactly
measure,
what it is.
yeah.
Yes, that he wants. And so I think that that's key.
Okay, so far I think we've been narrowing down the body shaming of the things to just the weight and everything. So now I want to take it a
Yep.
tad bit further, like about the people about maybe head shapes, eyes,
Mm,
and even some people that were born with some maybe parts of the body that were deformed, and then
mm,
also the issue of the albinism. Well, people,
mm,
I don't know why people can't just seem to just keep opinions to themselves. People will still go
mm,
like to the point of pointing out these insecurities, which these people might themselves
mm,
actually aware about. I
mm,
think there was a time
mm,
we had this show on the radio and they were talking about it, and then I was like, okay, some people have gotten to the extent of taking it, having developing coping mechanisms. Like, when the first time you're meeting them, instead of you pointing it out first, they'll be like, okay, me, I know my head is big.
mm,
I know I am Edward.
mm,
So you don't have to point
mm,
that out. So
mm,
how do we
mm,
kind of like curb the society
mm,
from, actually placing like a ban on them, like curb your
mm,
mouth. You
mm.
don't talk about
Okay,
everything.
so all of these things start from the home. Yeah. So
Yeah.
when we place too much emphasis on the outward
Mm.
materiality, people tend to see, okay, so now that you just said that, I just tried to look at you to see if before now, I didn't notice if we were fair or dark. So I just know that, oh, I'm gisting with an interesting young lady and I like the flow. Do you understand what I mean?
Oh,
So we need
yeah.
to learn to train up our kids in such a way that they see the value in people and not just how they look. It's very important. Okay, so, and it's also important that such people who find themselves in such situations whereby they think that they are challenged one way or the other. So it may be true, it may not be true. Trust me, everyone has very good reasons to be insecure. Maybe you think you're not rich enough. You may think you're not educated enough. You may think you're not exposed enough. You may think you have not gone as far as you would have gone in life enough. You may think you're not spiritual enough. You may think the kind of background that you ought to have isn't exactly what you have. And all of these can fuel insecurities at different times. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So if you think that your head is big and you think that, oh, this is an issue, you'll be surprised how many people are just believing God for a functional organ, maybe just
Hmm.
a functional kidney. And here you are saying your head is big. And this head is really smart. He's doing what a small head, an oval head, a big head, a round head, a square shaped head can do and delivering excellence. Why don't you focus on
Hmm.
that strength? Why don't you focus on it? So if you're an
Hmm.
albino, you're still healthy. It's just that you do not have melanin. So maybe you should also focus on your strength. Try to
Hmm.
look good as an albino. A lot of people will come and say, if you're an albino, who will marry you? Do you know how many non-albinos are not married?
Yes, a lot of them.
Yeah, so it's not a criteria for marrying or not marrying.
Hmm.
So it's just creating value and being valuable wherever you are, being indispensable, not allowing yourself
Stable.
get drowned in what you do not have. It's so easy
Yeah.
to focus on what you do not have. I don't have melanin. I don't have
Hmm.
a small head. I don't have a round shape.
I don't
I'm
have a
not
tiny waist.
bootylicious. I don't have a tiny waist. And you focus on everything that you do not have, and you forget that you have a very lovely hair, a powerful voice, and so many other things, sharp eyes, and so many other things that others don't have. So why do you focus on what you do not have? Why do you make a mountain out of it?
More you. Hmm.
Particularly that
That
which you
was
cannot even control.
true. That was
Yeah,
really, really, that was an aha moment for me. It was really good.
yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you
You're
very much.
welcome.
So we'll be bringing Layo back on the
Okay.
show. Welcome, Layomi.
Welcome back, Lio.
Hello. Oh,
Lio, we can see you.
welcome back.
I
Hello,
can't
Layomi.
see you. Like, I don't know.
Oh, we
You
can
can see
see
yours.
you. We can
Yeah,
see
I'm
you
with
very
you.
clearly. Oh, she's probably dropped off.
Yeah.
What about now? Can you see yours? Hello.
Yes, yes.
Can you see us now? All right. So welcome back on the
Yeah, I
show.
can see you.
So
Yeah.
I guess you have
So,
the floor now.
Miss Bukola, I have a question for
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Go ahead, please.
Okay, from your own experience, if you were to turn
Yep.
back the hands of time, how would you have, reacted to people that body shamed you? Like, what would have been your reaction?
Okay, so like I said earlier, the last person who did it, I didn't respond because I knew back
Okay.
she was probably projecting her own insecurity, and I didn't want to make the situation too complex for her. So I just smiled and just walked away. So now that takes some level of inner strength, yeah, and it also takes some level of inner realization of who you are. I'm very comfortable in my skin. I'm not a big
Okay.
person physically. Yeah, I'm very comfortable in my skin. I think that I look very great, and I dress to suit my body type. And I really dress well. I'm a power dresser. Can take that to the bank. So I was wondering that why would anybody see me and say this? And I looked at her and I was like, you're not the price. So it means you probably are even jealous. So I didn't even bother responding to her, because if I had responded to her, maybe she would have really been down. So I didn't want her to feel that way, because I was okay myself, okay by myself. Do you understand? So if
Yeah.
I were to have found myself in a situation whereby I had not, been able to accept myself for who I am, and someone comes and says that, "Oh, you're just too slim for a mother of two. Maybe I would have been like, I would have responded to her, I know I'm better than you. You are jealous of me." So no, but that's not the typical way to handle things. Yeah. You can't respond to everybody. You go to the markets and people say, "Hey, see head, see head." You want to start responding to such people? Probably not. Do you understand? Probably not.
Yes, ma. Yeah.
No, you don't want to start responding to them. So, but there are some people that you may have to respond to. But the most important thing is not the response, it's your state of mind. That is what is important. Do you
The
have
state of
have you
mind is very
accepted
important.
yourself for who you are? Do you appreciate the work of God as far as your life is concerned? Do you see yourself as a masterpiece, a representation of the best that God could have put together, a work of art? Is that how you see yourself? Have you accepted yourself for that? Because trust me, no matter how ugly in quotes you think you are, there will be something about you that will be so different and
That
unique
is
that
unique. Yes.
wherever you go to, if you accentuate it, you will stand out. People will even forget that. Àǹtí tí a máa ń pè ní Mortes bottle kọ́ ló ń kọrin yẹn. Do you understand? Is
Yes.
it not that lady that we just spoke about that is she not the one saying, So, and the interesting thing is, so very easily people will forget about that bodily in quotes package. So I have a very good friend at work who is a born victim. He works with an aide and all that. You know, we are very, very good friends. He's not a Christian, he's a Muslim. He's one of the strongest humans I've ever met in my entire life. He's a born victim, he affected his hands and all that. But he's so positive. He's so positive that I've never seen someone as positive as that. So that, sometimes when we have issues, I'll tell him that I'm going to seize that your walking stick. you know, just to let you know how much I could. I will seize that your walking stick. Is this your walking stick that is allowing you go about causing trouble? By the time I seize it, you will sit in one place. He'll tell me he will still manage. That he can manage without the stick. That do I know what his wife does to him at home with the stick? That she hides it, that he still manages to find his way around. I will be shocked what he will do without that stick. You know, I'm just trying to tell you that he has accepted himself, which is very important. You can be sulking and be crying, and you will do it and do it and do it and do it, and nothing will change. And you will not have a great
Yeah.
experience as far as life is concerned. So you have to be determined that this life that I have come to, I'm not sure if there's reincarnation, I'm going to have a positive experience as far as I am concerned. So if people are going to make you miserable, don't add to the number. Don't be one of those who will make you miserable. Make yourself happy. If your legs are great, accentuate the great legs. Yeah? Accentuate the part of your body that you know that is great. Be grateful for it. We have seen JLo insure her legs. Anytime I looked at the leg, then I'll be wondering, "Ah, mo rò pé ṣú wà lẹ́sẹ̀ yìí. What is it that she's insuring?" I'm just trying to tell you how much value she placed on her legs, her body. I don't think that Kim Kardashian has a great shape. I think she looks deformed, if you ask me. But then again, as far as she's
Everybody wants to
concerned,
be like Kim Kardashian.
so as far as okay, so imagine that. As far as she's concerned, there is nothing she, in fact, as far as she's the best, she's really not a very tall person. I think she's maybe 5 feet four or thereabout. So I'm just trying to let you know that she's supposed to actually be one of the few people that will be saying, I'm so short. But look at her, she's cashing out from that
She's
her
rocking her
body.
body well.
Yeah. She wore something today on Facebook. I looked at what she wore and I was trying to convince myself that this is not rag. I was just trying to convince myself. How did they sew it? That this is all sorts of pieces put together. And she wore it and she said she was saving this dress for a special occasion, but then today is a special occasion. And it's actually like rag. Yeah. So just so you understand that what you have, some other people don't have it. And if they did, the kind of life they will rock with it, you will not even believe it. So look at yourself and ask yourself that this tummy that is big, if I don't want it, can I work on it? If I cannot work on it, can I
Yeah.
dress in such a way that it's not an obstruction? It's not like the way when you are coming, that's the first thing everybody is saying. You can actually dress your shape and you will still look very good. So these are
I'm
key
actually
important
learning
things.
from this.
These are, yeah, you can dress your shape, you can wear things that you can look at yourself and say, okay, maybe you are big up there and small down there. You can de-emphasize certain parts of your body that you feel may not be so flattering, and you will look very good. Very good. So that's my own bit about responding to body shaming. Thank you,
That's
Lion.
very good. So I am there. Can you please share your own experience as well? Like, I am there. Are you there?
I think she's trying to join back. Oh, your mic is mute, Ayomide. Or muted. Yep.
Okay. Okay, well, the session has really been enlightening. Like, I learned a lot. Well, for me, experience body
Yes.
shaming.
So I
Oh,
really
it's
learned a
much,
lot.
oh, it's much because I was really on the smaller side. You know, this kind of thing that they are, they are saying like, let's see, the shortest, go to the front of the queue. And I'm like, some people like, like, you're so small that you look like you
Yeah.
put meat on top of rice. So a lot of things like that, like that, like that. So people even tell you,
Ah.
see, is plenty. Oh, it's plenty.
Mm,
But the thing is just that now I am getting better now. I've learned to, major on my strengths. Like she said, we should focus on what I have and accentuate it. And then everybody will even see you for who you position yourself to be. So it has
yeah.
really, really been great. And then we thank
Mm-hmm.
you, the audience, for a lot of we've been having a lot of engagement from the
Comments.
audience. We've been having
Yeah.
comments. We've been having a lot of other things. There's
Yes.
this person that says, okay, Anthony Joy, she says, I was very proud in secondary school. My classmates always body shame me, but I ensured it never affected my performance in class. Thank you very much, Bukola, for coming to the show today. We are really
Thank you very much.
grateful.
Really enjoyed
So,
the conversation.
really,
My pleasure. It's my pleasure.
I want you to give your last words to people, maybe people who
Okay.
are victims of body shaming, what they can use, to help themselves and how they can get
Okay.
better. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just say that just make sure you're living your best life. Yeah. If you think that you need to work on your body just so you're more comfortable with yourself, by all means, don't be shy to do that. Don't be afraid of change. And if God has made you in a special way and you you think that you're different, you see that you're different, embrace your difference and try to see that you understand yourselves to the extent that you know what your power is and accentuate it. And trust me, it's just a matter of time. People will respect you for it. and they won't even see. So, for instance, you listen to Ayefele, Yinka
For
Ayefele,
real.
you don't even remember
Mm-hmm.
whether he's standing or sitting or lying somewhere to sing.
We all
He
just groove.
entertains you so well that you forget what bodily package is sitting in. So that's
Mm-hmm.
what it is. Emphasize your power, know your power, and give it strength. Feel it. And once you do, it's just a matter of time. People will realize that you have what it takes to deliver. They'll respect you for it and they'll give you your space. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you
Thank
very
you very
much.
much. Really learned a lot today.
Thank you for coming on the show. Yeah. Okay, like I mean, that was
I am
really, really
there.
intense. That was engaging. That
So
was
it was
that was
interesting.
just
I enjoyed it.
so don't get aggressive. We call you Pakere Oga because nah, you're actually beautiful. You are sexy.
I've grown
Everything.
past that. Like I've actually overcome
uh-huh.
that. It's not
Okay,
a
so
big deal
let's
to
go.
me anymore.
Okay, let's check on Madeline whether she's there. Hello,
All
Madeline.
right.
Hello, Madeline.
I think our network.
Yeah, I think her network is really bad. She muted herself. So, okay, we have some comments here. Please still do well
Okay,
to drop in
let's.
your comment, drop your questions. Let us engage, let us show them to the world. If we have questions we could ask, and then we could answer to the best of our knowledge. So, comfort is meant to be on this show, but she went on field assignments and she
Yes,
was unable to make it back. So, comfort, wherever you
comfort.
are, we know you're with us in the spirit, so we love you, sending you lots of love from here.
Love you
Okay,
too,
so
comfort.
she said, okay, body shaming is actually mocking sick people in the hospital because they cannot do anything about themselves. Well, this is absolute truth because there are some people who are suffering from chronic sickness and diseases, and then maybe due to medications, drugs, treatments, they are maybe very
Yes.
slim or they look so pale or they're having breakouts of their skin. And then a lot of people don't know what they're passing through, just go on and they are pass all harsh comments on people. Like, it's also a form of body shaming. I think we should stick to this thing that says with whatever you are saying is not going to put a smile on their faces, it's not going to make them happy. It's better you just keep it to yourself. Except on or for rare exceptions, like maybe you guys are really close and you've gotten to that level that's okay, you guys can frank with each other without the person actually taking it to another level. Because if this person is actually sick and it's just praise God, God please help me, or I just need an healthy body, and then you just go and pass harsh comments, it can be really, really, really
Yeah,
depressing.
it
And even
causes
for the drugs
depression as
too.
well.
I'm serious. Like, the drug that is even meant to be working to get to the
Causes
point to not work
depression.
again. See, we just have to watch the words of our mouth. Okay, okay. She also said I
But
was actually
do you
body
know what
shamed.
I am day?
Yeah,
I
I
feel
can hear
inner
you.
beauty matters more than your physical appearance. Like because your inner beauty actually defines you. Do you understand? Because
Yes,
this
yes,
physical
yes.
appearance of a thing, like it's gonna fade, it's going to wrinkle one day. So it's your inner
Yeah.
beauty that really matters, and self-acceptance. Love yourself, embrace your appearance. People will say if you don't
Mm.
love yourself, then how do you want other people to
No,
love
but
you? If you
yeah,
don't
you don't accept
accept
yourself for who
yourself,
you
how do you
are.
want other people to accept you? Do you
Mm-hmm,
understand?
mm-hmm.
And
Yes, I
know this,
get
that
you.
there's only one blessing in the world, and that's you. You are
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
wonderfully and you are beautifully made. You are unique, you are spectacular. So don't
Oh,
feel bad.
oh, oh.
I'm feeling
Ah,
myself.
you're feeling, oh, keep feeling yourself. Okay, comfort friends in our agency who said I was actually body shamed by my teacher in class.
Okay.
She made me stand up in front of the class when I was in GSS3 and body
Hmm.
shamed me for growing breast already. she did that just to catch fun, but it went a very long way, affecting my self-esteem. She made a comment that that maybe I would have had the size of a fingertip when I get to the university. Wow, that's really harsh. This thing tends to happen in biology classes, so especially when it has gotten to that stage of maybe you're teaching people puberty or you're teaching them reproductive organ. You see a lot of, and I feel maybe okay, just like I said, it might be ignorance of their part that they never actually knew it was a crime, and then they pass off comment like, okay, you stand up, and then they use it as example in the class, which shouldn't be so. So, have you ever had that kind of experience with your teacher in your class? I doubt. I think people that really bloom daily in life, they've had such experiences one way or the other. She
No.
said no. Okay, that's from comfort. So
Mine is
we are
just
going
that
down.
I'm ugly.
Ugly with all this glue.
So let's check
For where?
other comments.
Okay, Donatus
That
Jumbo
was in the
Schools.
past, so but now I'm beautiful.
Yeah, you're glowing, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're everything and more. Okay, Donatus Jumbo School said that your video. Okay, thank you. I'm receiving it from here. Okay, Women Comfort. She's also said talking about social media. That is actually confusing us all. Many magazine cover artists work out and diet so hard that they no longer have their periods. And after all that training, just for one day of shooting, they get Photoshop, so they don't even look like that. Okay, she's just trying to say that social media has confused a lot of people. And yes, social media has
Yes.
narrowed down the narrative of okay, people that okay, this is how beautiful she look. This is how ugly she look. That one is even very common in comic books, even in all these Disney shows for children. And you remember Bukola said something about
Yes.
that training your children right, that starts from the home. So in this kind of situation whereby the children have already been exposed to cartoons that are made to see fat people as ugly, and then the slim as
Ugly and
beautiful, and
scary.
then and white, this white skin and everything. I think now they've gotten better in actually, introducing black skinned people to their comics, to their cartoons. So black kids could also know that okay, my skin is also beautiful. I'm not white, but I'm beautiful. Like just like the song brown skin girl, my skin is popping, it's melanated, and
Skin.
melanin is just dripping. It's dripping. Okay, so OCC Joy Anthony said, I love my body. Well, way to go, girl. Love your body just like you have. I love you for that too.
Yeah, it's good to love your body.
Damilola
Very, very good. I like that.
Damilola Down said, accept yourself the way you have been created. Yes, so you should accept yourself, because if you don't accept yourself, nobody will accept
You don't
you.
have a choice. You don't
Yes,
have a
so
choice.
you're stuck
You
with
don't have
it.
a
It's your
choice than
body.
to accept yourself.
There's okay, Elaine Mi Adebowale says,
Rock it,
for we
baby. Rock it.
Elaine Mi Adebowale says, for I guess that's network. For we the lanky guys, we tend to be body shamed whenever group photograph is going on. Like well this lanky thing. And it's something that some other people, because me, I was told that I was short. So all along I was looking for a way to get tall, but in this part of the world, I guess that might not even be an option. Okay. Welcome back, Jislayomi. Welcome back. Can you hear me?
Sorry. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hear
Hello,
you.
welcome back. Anthony A. Joy says,
Thank
when
you,
I was
babe.
a teen, I ate my body, but as I grew up, people always appreciate my shape. Now I love my body. Okay. Thank you. At least we're glad that now you've accepted your body. Now you love it for how it is. So that is way to go, girl. She also says, I was very fat in secondary
Okay.
school. My classmates always body shamed me, but I ensure it never affected my performance in class.
Hmm.
Despite the body shame, I was the best student in class. Okay, this is an applause from me to you. You're doing well. I- She's actually doing well. She was the best
My
Student
shape and all my
Damilola
body.
down also says align your motive and delivery so that your message won't be received wrongly.
If
Well,
we
this is one of the light bulb moment for Bukola. She was like, okay, even if you want to pass your message across to this person that is close to you, ensure your motive and delivery are aligned so well that your message will not be received wrongly. In fact, there's even this thing they say about criticism that if you want to criticize something, there's a difference between constructive and destructive criticism. Constructive criticism will make the person want to get better, while destructive will just shatter the person. So you shouldn't
yes.
even. So I believe even if you want to pass across messages to someone who is close to you, you should align it in such a way that it's actually a worry of it, and the person wouldn't feel bad about it. Okay, this comment from Ellen
So
Adebowale
let's
says,
check and I feel
okay, you said something, Layomi. Hello.
no, I was trying to read something.
Okay. You're trying to read some
Yeah,
of the
I'm with you.
comments.
I'm with you. I am there.
All right. Okay. Elaine Adibowale said, I experienced this while in the boarding
Hello, I am there.
house. Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. He said, I experienced this while in the boarding house when my head was actually very bigger than my body. And it's also had the shape of rocks. How do you know that it had the shape of rocks? I received several names like igneous rocks, metamorphic rock, Edson, Stone Cold, and the like. That's plenty now, but why? I feel a lot of emotional trauma then, especially when in class when we have geography and we have people with rocks. Oh, I can imagine it. It's so traumatizing.
Metamorpho.
As
Metamorphic.
in, all eyes on my head as an example for ignorance rock. Also at back also at
Rocks.
balcony during night prayers. I
Yeah, I
always
can
run from
imagine.
the wall side because the shadow of the shape of my head would. Well, this is really
Hi.
horrible because Omo, your body. Okay, I
Let's
get
run
now.
from
He
the
has
wall side.
found closure. He said, "Your body do not describe you, but who you are on the inside."
Oh my
Yes,
god.
Bukola also she really emphasized on that your body does not describe you, but who you are on the
Yeah.
inside, your inner person. You can only grow above what people say about your body when you show them your hidden great part. Okay, so if you are concerned about your head, I'm sure you have other parts of the body which are actually,
They do not describe
make
you.
working well. So you could accentuate those ones. And okay, we have Madeline on set. Welcome, Madeline. Hello, Madeline. Oh, oh, yeah, that's network glitch.
Your inner beauty really matters. Yeah.
Yeah. So that means Lola Oladan also says train your kids to see value in people beyond their looks. It will go a long way. Okay, she's quoting Bukola. Yeah, Bukola really did a wonderful one this evening. Focus on what you have read and shift all your attention to the things you don't have. Okay, great generation media says I love my body. Virtual art. Oh, I'm sending you lots of love and hugs from here. Also, we love you. Fatima Gomez says, love the conversation. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, we have Madeline now. Um, Anthony Joy says, we are power dresser. Yes, way to go. We are power dresser. Dress your body in your way and then accentuate your body and then feel good about yourself. Then Fatima Gomez, we're sending you lots of love here because you are doing wonderfully well. She's one of our advocates in charge of our girls in Gambia. We are sending you lots of love from here. Ireti Manadeshisha said, thanks. Let's keep our comments. Okay, that's my boss. Thank you, sir. Ellen Adebowale says, everyone should also be grateful to how they look because there are many people who wish they are like you and have a life like you. Go to the hospital, go to the roadside, go to the grave. We must just be grateful. Bukola also she hammered on that point that A lot of people in the hospital just wanting to, be healthy. Meanwhile, you're healthy and you're feeling insecure about one part. Okay. Adeokwa Gideon sending us claps. Okay, thank you very much. Then, okay, Bumi Comfort. I love it, you guys. How you know we love you already. Fatima Gomez says people who body shame often want to project their insecurities on others for validation. This is so apt. This is what we're talking about from the start, that a lot of people who body shame other people just want to, for where to pour their aggressions and make other people feel bad, which shouldn't be so. Donatus John Bosco says, how do you tell someone who is ignorantly body shaming his or herself in order to fit a certain public trend without actually making them feel bad? How do you tell someone who is ignorantly body shaming his or herself in order to fit a certain public trend without actually making them feel bad? Layomi, did you get that question? Hello, Layomi. Hello. Okay, guess that should be network. John Bosco, okay. So to your question, John Bosco, how do you tell someone who is ignoringly body shaming is herself in order to fit a certain public trend without making them feel bad? Okay, just like we've said, the social media especially is narrowing down this feeling of beauty to a particular body shape, which shouldn't be so. Body shapes come in different shapes, comes in different sizes, and the major thing is to be healthy. I think the best thing to do to that kind of person is just make them understand that body comes in different shapes and different sizes, and then nobody is better than there is no bad body. Let me just say, there is no bad body. So far you are healthy, so far the person is healthy, I believe there's no bad body. So you shouldn't go out there engaging in activities that
No,
actually detrimental.
still trying to.
Lie on me.
There.
Hello, can you hear me?
I'm there. I'm reading the comment.
Okay, you have you seen Donatus Jumbo's comment? It's a question about somebody who is ignorantly body shaming his or herself in order to fit a public trend without actually making them feel bad. Oh, Okay, so as I was saying, there is no bad body. Body comes in different shapes and different sizes. Learn to accept your own body the way you are. In fact, if you go online and actually check out body shapes and types, you'll be surprised to find that there's actually a body shape of yours and it has a name. And so you shouldn't go out there engaging activities that could be detrimental to your health, because this health thing is very paramount. If you want to go to the hospital and ask people who actually battling sicknesses, you'll see they could give anything just to experience a healthy life. Some will even tell you, if only this can happen so that I can just be healthy for once. Some people just like, God, just give me health, good health for like just 1 week. Let me just enjoy. So good health, it's underrated. So don't go there and be thinking this is how one body shape should be, and then start engaging in activities that will actually have an effect on your health. So just believe there is no bad body and all bodies are good bodies. Fatima Gomez says looks are often overrated. Honestly, if you normalize calling yourself beautiful and claiming that beauty like the queen you are, call me when anyone shames your beauty, because babe, that will be jealousy speaking to your confidence and beauty. Oh God. French says that is so apt. Like, okay, this thing of affirming every morning, I think it goes a long way. When you wake up in the morning, stand in front of the mirror and affirm, like, girl, you're beautiful, your shape is nice, your rounded tummy is gorgeous, everything is so beautiful, and then you actually feel good about, before you know it, once you start speaking it, it starts manifesting. Okay, we have Madeline, hello.
Hi,
No,
everybody. How are you doing?
I'm doing very great. Finally, we have you on set. Welcome. Yeah, you're
I'm
looking so
doing
good and
good.
gorgeous. Yeah, so we just want to ask
Thank
you,
you, and you too.
have you had experiences with body shaming? What can you share some of your experiences here with body shaming?
Ayomide, I think I will need to switch off my camera because the network it's a little bit breaking. So like if I'm
Okay.
using my camera and I'm speaking, it will not be stable at all.
Okay. No problem. You can just talk.
Okay, sorry about that. It's the Gambia's
Okay.
network.
It's no problem. It's no problem at all. All right. So you could talk.
Okay, what was your question again?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, you could share some of your body shaming experiences with us. We'd love to know, love to hear, and how you were able to overcome them.
Oh, my body shaming experience. It's horrible though. Well, as a child growing up, I never had someone that taught me all of these things. Like I always believed that you are supposed to please your elders and the people around you. Of course, the culture also determines what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do and all these other stuff. So as a child
Okay.
growing up, I stay with my grandma. I live with my grandma. So
Okay.
like all of these stuffs, and there are a lot of things that we actually need to talk about. So like for me, I actually have a burn scar on my feet because when I was a child, my younger brother was he was actually trying to light the candle, so he threw the matchbox, so it mistakenly started lightning. So like I was still a baby, of course. So it was like I was actually between life and death. So the bed started burning. It was my grandma that actually saved me. So I still have
Hmm.
the scar, but it's like mm, I wear something like I don't like wearing short things, of course. So I wear something that
Okay.
will at times cover my scar. Though I don't feel insecure about it, but I have this belief that people, when people see it, they are going to talk about it. So you see, like
Yeah, people.
yeah, and when people see and they will ask me what is this, like it's like if I tell them the story behind it, they will be like, my brother was actually trying to kill me, because that's a lot. I get a lot of those things from people, like whenever they see my
Seriously?
scar and I tell
Your
them,
younger
they're like,
brother?
I was like, boy, he was like, my elder brother was actually, he was still a kid and I was a baby, he did not know what he was doing.
Of
So
course.
so people actually like, I don't want to make my brother feel as if he's indebted to me, like he was the one
Yeah,
that
or is
actually had,
responsible.
like I had the scar because of him. So I usually am like, let me just forget these things. So it was like,
Hmm.
for me, I believe the scar is like it's like I am not perfect. That is what it's actually telling me, and that I should be thanking God because I have my legs still with me. Others are there that don't have legs and they still want to. So it's like I am actually grateful. Plus, I also have issues with body shaming a lot. So it's like I don't know, my family, yes. So I have this sister. Whenever she's like when I tell her that I want you to braid my hair, she's like, your head is too big. I cannot sit for 3 hours or 4 hours to braid you. Like I
Wow.
am like, seriously, was I the one that created myself? Why are you now? I usually tell people that when you insult me, you're insulting God, because I was made out of his own image and likeness. So it's like, yes. So you see the issue now. So I try
Yeah.
as much as possible to ignore some of these things, because I believe that we can overcome some of these things. This is just life. So we need to accept ourselves the way we are, because if we don't, we can't stop people from believing what they want to believe or saying what they want to say. Of course they're going to say it. So all you got to do is like believe in yourself, accept yourself, appreciate yourself for who you truly are, because there's someone out there who actually wants to have what you have. So you actually need to
Yes, that's
thank God
true.
for everything that you have.
Hmm. That was really insightful. There's someone out there who wants to have what you have but can't have it. Thank you so much for that, Madeline. And I'm sure
Thank you,
it's coming
Madeline.
from a place of, frankness for you to have been able to overcome it and even to be able to share it with us. So, Lion, do you have any question for Madeline?
So, Madeline, does it
Yes.
mean everyone should keep their opinion to themselves, like in terms of body shaming?
Well, like I was saying, you can't stop people from saying what they want to say or from believing what they want to believe. So I think like what Bukina said, it's right. Sometimes people tell you this in a right mannerly way, like they just want you to know that this is it and you need to change it. Like what she said, you need to accept change. So you can't stop people from saying what they want to say. Obviously, they will say, people will come and tell me, Madeline, you have a big head. What can I do about it? Am I not having the head? I am having the head now. So there's nothing I can do.
Hmm.
So there's nothing
Hmm.
I, hello, are you getting me?
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay,
I'm with
so
you.
there's nothing I can do about it. So it's like you can't always keep your opinion to yourself. Like people can't keep their opinions to themselves. Like people must have something to say always.
Yeah,
You
people
understand
always
what I'm
talk.
talking about?
Yeah, I
Yes, people
get
will
you.
always talk. There is nothing you can do. Like you cannot stop them from talking. So you just
Hmm.
what I believe that you just have to love yourself. Just know that this is me. Like I love this song by Snowman. The song like it's like this is me. Like I am not a stranger to the dark. Like people are telling you to hide away from your scars while
Yeah,
you need to show them your scars that this is you. You are unique in your own way.
in my
Like
own
the scars
way.
make you unique. You understand?
Yeah.
Like the scars make
Yes.
you unique. This is who you are as a person. There is nothing you can do to change it. By the way, you're
Hmm.
not the one that created yourself. So you just have to accept the reality that this is it. The ways of God can never be questioned. I sit at times and I'm like, when people tell me that Madeline, you have this scar on
Hello.
your feet, your brother this, I'm like, oh God, when my brother was about to do this, why did you not stop him? This like all sort of things will start coming to my head.
Hmm.
I'm like, no, I should not be saying such because at the end of the day, I am like, I should be thanking God for creating me because I still have the leg with me. Hadn't been like, I was like, okay, I don't want the leg again. So you see, it's like I'll be left with
Hmm.
one leg. And at the end of the day,
Yeah.
there's nothing I'm going to do. So I'm just grateful to God that everything is like, you just need to love yourself. Some people find it hard loving themselves because they want to please others. So I just I don't even know, but I just feel like you just need to love yourself. There is no better person who can love you than yourself. Like, just love yourself. God loves you. Like, God has a plan for you. Just love yourself the way you are.
Hmm. Thank you for that, Madeline. Okay, I also love to hear your take on this social media of a thing. Do you think it has a significant influence that encourages body shaming? Social media, how has it influenced body shaming generally? Because we have
Yeah, I think,
cyberbullying everywhere.
yeah, there are a lot of these things. Like, other people, like for me, other people, they think that when they see like the likes of Cardi B, like they have this nice shape with Nicki Minaj and everything, they just want to copy. This is why, like,
Mm,
they are not satisfied with their own with what they have, rather like they are not satisfied. I usually have this like I went for this party and there was a person that usually there was this guy, he was sitting next to me, so he saw this lady and he was like, this lady is formless, and he was like, Madeline, I wish the lady had your form. Like, I don't like people telling me I have form, you understand? So I don't know, but I just don't like it. So at times I come back home and I will tell my aunt that I just don't like this. I want to remove it. My aunt will be like, "There is nothing you can do. You will still carry it. You should be thanking the person is even telling you how." So it's like I put myself in that person's shoes, saying that had it been like I was that person, how would I feel? How will I even react? Like we
mm,
should stop trying to copy people. Like I'm not saying you can't copy people. There, copy them in the good ways, but not in the bad
mm.
ways.
That
Like
is what.
other people go other people will go and have this they will have this surgery, have their hips, this blah 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 blah, and all this other stuff. At the end of the day, you will even come and regret it. Because at the end of the day,
Mm,
the same God that created you, you're going to go back to that same God. And what will you tell God? That you were not satisfied with the way He created you. That is what you're trying to tell Him. That you are not satisfied with the way He created you. So you rather recreate yourself the way you want yourself to be. And that is like, to me, that is a great thing. So social media has a lot of impact when it comes to body shaming. But I think the good way we can also stop body shaming, it's like social media, it's like we all have different stories to tell. Like there are a lot of people, they are going through body shaming, and they don't know how to voice this out, like bring it out to the
To the
people and
public.
let people hear it. Yes, exactly. So I think like if we have more people coming out sharing their experiences about body shaming, that's the way people will have compassion for strangers. You understand what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if people don't share their stories, nobody will ever know that you went through this. People will keep continue to do the same thing to you. So you need to share your story. If you don't share it, as for me, if you come, you tell me, let me share your story for you. I'll share the story, but at the end of the day, I'll be the one that will get the comments and everything, blah blah blah, and all these other stuff. So how about you going in there, share your story with people, let people know that this is what you're going through and this is not good. We need to stop this. So if you don't share your
Mm.
story, nobody can ever share it for you. So you just need to
Yeah.
come out, share your
So
body
next
shaming story.
you talk about it, make people aware about it.
Yes, exactly. So we need to share. And social media is a very good platform to share some of these stories. Though you will have a lot of negative comments, but you just need to bear in mind that positivity always. Just have this positive
Body
attitude. Like,
positivity.
yes, like
Yeah,
be like,
that's
I'm a positive minded person. Like, you need to
yeah.
rock.
Okay, thank you very much for that. So, Madeline, if you were able to turn back the hands of time, how would you have reacted to people who body shamed you? Like those people were saying
Haha.
things about your brother, about your brother wanting to kill you. How would you have reacted if it were to be now in the now?
Well, my story. Now I am no bother with that too. Like I'm no bother with what people say. I just there's this thing that always keeps me going. Like I love it. Like whenever I go through something, I'm like God did not say that you will not be troubled. Like He did not say you will not be tempted, and He did not say you will not be distressed. But He did say that you will not be overcome. Like I just love it. So whenever people tell me such, I'm like I recite this in my mind. I'm like, He did not say you will not be troubled, you will not be tempted, you will not be distressed. But He did say you will
Mm,
not be overcome. So I'm like,
mm.
Jesus.
Oh
I like
yeah.
I'm like
Preach. Preach
I'm
sis.
like this thing cannot get me. It cannot disturb my mental health. Like this is the way you created me, and I am grateful. So there's nothing I can do about it. So if people don't like me the way I am, that is your business, not my business. So
Mm-hmm.
you just have to, you just because there's nothing I can do. I read this novel. There was this girl like her mom actually did not like her because of how she looked and because she
Okay.
also resembles her dad. So the mom will
Mm-hmm.
usually tell the girl that you have a pointed nose. Your nose is very ugly. You are not like me. But one thing
Wow.
I love about the girl is that she went to the doctor and she wanted to actually have the surgery done on her nose and everything. But when the doctor saw her, the doctor was like, you should never listen to what people have to say about you. Just believe in what you have to say about yourself because that is what is
Mm,
important. Because if you
yeah.
believe that your nose is this and this, if I try to reshape it for you and you look ugly, what would you come and say? So it's better you leave it like this than have it done this way. So just appreciate yourself for who you are. And I was like, that really got me. I was like, this man is really a wise doctor because if he was someone, he would have just gone and done the surgery on the girl because of the way her mom treated her. So I agree
Mm.
with what Bukina was also saying. Like we need to teach our kids we need to like charity begins at home. We need to teach them that
Yes, you
they
can't
need
give
to
what you don't
accept
have.
themselves.
Yeah,
Yes,
for who they
they need to
are.
accept themselves the way they are because there's nothing you can do. This surgery and all this other stuff, it's not going to help you. At the end of the day, you're just telling God that you don't like the way that He created you. So people just need to accept themselves the way they are. Just live your life to the fullest because there's nothing you can do.
Wow,
So
wow,
just
wow.
ignore.
Leave,
Just ignore.
ignore people. Teach your
Exactly.
children to accept themselves the way they are. That was really, really deep. That was deep. Honestly, charity begins at home, as they have said. So, Madeline, your last words to people, maybe people who have been body shamed one way or the other, or the advices you would give to people in such situations.
Oh my God. I usually tell people that a wise person once said, there is nothing more rare, no more beautiful than a woman being unapologetic to tell herself, comfortable in her perfect imperfections. To me, that is the true essence of beauty. So, like, your imperfections make you perfect. So, just
Hmm.
accept yourself the way you are. I believe as young people, you have to focus on your dreams and put more strength in your actions. Don't be bothered about what's on the inside, what's on the outside, rather. Just concentrate on what's on the inside. If you do that, it will really help you a lot. So I just want to tell them that you just need to accept yourself the way you are. There is nothing you can do because all of us are created in God's image and likeness. So just accept yourself. You just need to
Well,
bedazzle your world. You're unique in your own way.
accept yourself, you're unique in your own way. Own it. Own your body.
Exactly.
Body
Like
positivity all the way.
you just need to accept that you're beautiful. Like
Yes.
for me, I don't like if I see a person, I'm like for Fatima Gomez, like people
Yeah.
like at times I do tell her that you're too skinny, but the way she reacts to it is like she doesn't even care. Like I would just be standing and wondering, is this guy really a human? I'm like, why did she not even react to it? So you see, those are the kind of things
Hmm.
like just
That kind
ignore.
of person. She has
Just
accepted herself, so
yes,
whatever you say about it doesn't get to worry about.
exactly. So you just need to ignore. Yes, so you just need to
Wow.
ignore. There's nothing you can do about it. So just have that fire in you. Ignore. Just keep the fire burning. So I think like parents really need to teach their kids on how to accept themselves because if you as a parent you tell your child that you're ugly, you're this, and
It will go with
like
the
she
child
keeps that
wherever
to
he.
herself or himself, yes, rather. So if the child goes out, if someone tells her that, or if someone is like you're ugly, you are this, the child will be like, I've already started accepting that. Like for example, and I'll come and tell the child that you are beautiful. The child will take that as an insult because the
Yeah.
person will be like, you're not telling me what the
The
reality is.
truth.
You're just trying,
Mm.
yeah. You're just trying to be nice to me. So this is a lot,
Mm.
but this is something that we actually need to look at. So I don't even know, but there are some of these things you just need to. Some people they just see people and they admire them. So we
Mm.
need to teach our kids that being fat or being skinny does not determine whether you're beautiful
You're
or not.
beautiful or not.
Yes,
Like all
exactly.
body shapes
It's
are
like
beautiful. There's no bad body, like I was saying before.
exactly. So it does not matter. All that matters is what's in the inside. So just accept yourself the way you are. That is what I would say.
Hmm. Well, thank you very much, Madeline. It was really great and nice to have you on the show. And we look forward to doing more of this. And Fatima, I'm feeling your energy and vibes. Like seriously, I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you, girl. She says, if I react with that question, oh boy, you go scatter ground. I'm feeling it. So we'd love to engage with you, Fatima, one of these days. I'm hoping to have you on the show and then come and give us this your energy back to back. Now I have thick skin. People should be worrying about my response when they tell me I'm too skinny because my bum might be blue. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay now. Abibola Nwacham says good job guys. All right, that brings us to the end of the show today. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming to this show today. Thank you for engaging with us. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for questions. Thank you for engaging with us generally. We would love to appreciate the media advocates, Jason Layomi. I'm so happy that you were on the show today. She had to leave due to some system glitches and everything. Thank you very much for joining us at the show today. It was wonderful and nice having you around. Comfort, it was also nice, although you weren't around in person, but well, we're feeling your spirit and your vibes too. Thank you. Also, Damilola, Oluwadam, thank you very much for your contribution so far. For everyone who has contributed in one way or the other, thank you very much. Okay, and then Rhealyz Global Empowerment Initiative is our organization. You can do well to follow us on our social media pages. Do it right RGN. Do it right RGN on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and then you could send in your suggestions, you could send in your questions, and then we'll continue the discussion online. And that brings us to the end of Loudit for the month of April. Do good to stay tuned to us and watch out for the next month. For the next edition, we'll be having in May. The time will be communicated to us as time goes on. So from here, we'll say keep louding it, keep amplifying it, keep preaching the good word. Learn how to, pass across your messages without actually damaging people's self-esteem. And also, let us learn to train our children to bring out the good in other people. And also, before passing the comments, weigh it very carefully and be sure it is going to actually make the person smile. Be sure it is frank, but not damaging to the person's self-esteem. So, without the signing out today, just remember everybody's beautiful and there is no bad body. Thank you.